So we took our small log, which was 8 inches. I think that's the smaller size. Medium size about 10 inches, and then they got the bigger competition men's log, which is about 12 inches, if I remember well. At the Static Monsters contest, it's usually about 12 inches, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one that we've used here at a couple of contests that I've done. I'm hopefully competing next year if it happens. It's happening around February next year, and I've always had issues. With a smaller log because it's not necessarily for my size. I may not be a huge guy, but this log for my height and length is a little bit small. So we managed to put a yoga mat as a first layer. Then we used some of that kinesiology tape, whatever you call athletic tape. And then we just thought about one of the smaller rugs that we have at home. And it's just been sitting there for years. We don't really use it. So we thought about, using the mat as well, just to make it about an inch bigger. So this is just a bit over 1 inch. It's like, it used to be 21 centimeters across. Now it's 24 centimeters across. So, and of course, when we compared the lip of the metal surface to where it got now, it's a few millimeters over 2 centimeters. So it's just under an inch, I think. Is it? Yeah, maybe just about an inch or so. So it works for the both of us, because obviously my girlfriend cannot really use a 12-inch log and I cannot really use an 8-inch log. It's chaos. So just above 9 inches will work better for me. And it looks good. We taped the fuck out of it. We taped it and created kind of like a stitch pattern with the tape, and then we taped it again, and then again, and I left this surface, which is pretty sticky. That's the bottom of the rug, so that's pretty sticky. And as I was experimenting, you see my T-shirt actually. See, that's exactly what you want from a log bar. Before that, I mean, it is kind of rough, but because it is smaller diameter compared to my forearm, I mean, look at this. This is, not necessarily ideal for my size. So this was very much like a bicep curl for me. As much as I tried to apply the best technique that I could with this log, I always ended up struggling bringing up the weight. And I know I'm good for 120 kilograms, which will be an all-time PR. It will happen sometime before December or around December. I am aiming to shoot 120 kg, but I know I'm not gonna do it with this log. It's just, aside from the fact that it slipped a little bit, it's just a little too short. So as much as I rotate and I try to do that clean, be as precise and quick as I can, I always ended up using my biceps and of course my right arm. I've talked about in several videos that my right arm is not 100%. So why would I risk it and pull a bicep, or where the bicep attaches right here at the forearm or so, here around here. And I always ended up with swollen forearms. Now it's gonna be better. I'm happy we got to do it. Tomorrow we will test it, just some light overhead presses, and moving on to Monday bench, because I'm still competing most likely end of December on bench, so I cannot really focus on my overhead presses. One last note, we want to thank you for supporting the channel. The comments have been awesome. The views have increased quite a lot. This is obviously an underground channel. I don't expect to get 10,000 views per video, but when you check out the YouTube studio and you see, all of a sudden after like 5, 7 days, 8 days, 200, 300, 400, 700 views, it's just a big part of our life. Obviously the channel is very small, but that's what makes it special. I get comments and I really enjoy it. Good people out there, and we're very grateful for that. And we also hit 1,150 subs, which is also, crazy. Get to think about it. When we started 5 years ago, we had like 3. So it took a while to hit 1,000, but hopefully we'll get to 2,000 soon. And thanks for watching.